without a question. Why? Because Moshe Rabbeinu had no safek, had no doubt that HaKadosh Baruch Hu was going to bring the salvation. He just didn't know how. How are you going to bring it, Hashem? How are you going to bring the salvation for Am Yisrael? He was interested. Show me, Areini na et kvodecha. Show me your honor. What do you mean your honor? Show me how you do what you do. Show me how you do it. What are you going to do? What's the end? What does the end look like? He's like, you're not going to understand anyway, Moshe. Why are you still here? You're not going to understand. It's going to look terrible to you. Show me something. He shows him Rabbi Akiva. He sees Rabbi Akiva. Wow, Rabbi Akiva, Gdol Ador, Tzaddik, Baal Tshuva at 40 years old. Didn't know Aleph Bet at 120, 80 years later. Biggest rabbi the world has ever seen. So you think, wow, this guy, he may go to Olam HaEmet walking with his clothes on, like Batya Bat Paro. What does he see? The Romans, the evil Imach Shimam V'Zichram, Romans, Edom, take Rabbi Akiva and peel his skin off layer by layer, and after he dies, they go take all this skin, all this meat, and sell it in a supermarket. Moshe Rabbeinu starts crying hysterical. Hashem, this is Torah and this is Chara. This is the Torah and this is its reward. Quiet. Why? I told you you're not going to understand. I told you you're not going to understand. You're still here. Even Moshe Rabbeinu in his Gdula, in his level, didn't understand. So you know that Moshe was not like us. As much as we would like to think we're all little Moshe Rabbeinus, in reality we weren't. Why? Because the Torah says that a Jew is called Adam. Adam. And Moshe Rabbeinu wasn't really considered Adam. He wasn't like us. Why wasn't like us? Because when they said, who's the wisest man that ever lived? Who? No? Who wants to raise a hand? Wake up. Shlomo HaMelech, right? Yeah. Okay. So King Solomon is what I thought also for a long time, until I read this Gemara. It says over here, it says in the Gemara, Masechet Rosh Hashanah, page 21b, it says the following. רב ושמואל חד אמר 50 שערי בינה נבראו בעולם וכולם ניתנו למשה חסר אחד שנאמר ותחסרהו מעט מאלוהים. Says that Rav and Shmuel had a debate. They said there were 50 gates of understanding were created in the world. These gates of understanding are the reasoning, the real reasoning behind each one of the laws of the Torah. The real sod that none of us know even one. So 50 of them were created, and everything was given to Moshe Rabbeinu except one. Except one. As it says in a Psalm 8, verse number 6, but you have made him only slightly wanting in understanding divinity. Meaning that you made him missing only one aspect of understanding everything that you created. HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bikesh Kohelet limtzo divrei chefetz. Kohelet, which is another name for Shlomo HaMelech, sought to find the words of delight, meaning Kohelet, Bikesh Kohelet liot kemoshe. Shlomo HaMelech, Kohelet, also wanted the knowledge like Moshe Rabbeinu. יצתה בת קול ואמרה לו, וכתוב יושר דברי אמת. A heavenly voice came forth and said to him, words of truth are recorded properly. As it says, V'lo kam navi od b'Yisrael keMoshe. Never again has there arisen, as it says in a pasuk in the Torah, in Deuteronomy chapter 34, verse 10, never again has there arisen from among the Jewish people a prophet like Moshe. So they say, he didn't get it. He didn't get it. But then they say, wait a minute, hold on a second. But doesn't it say in Kings 1, chapter 5, verse 11, Vayachka mikol adam, Vaychacha mikol adam, that Shlomo HaMelech was wiser than all men? Chacha mikol adam. Yes, Chacha mikol adam. Moshe Rabbeinu was half Adam. Half Adam, half Shamayim. That's the level he got to. Half Adam, half Shamayim. He got to a level where Mamash, his body stayed here, his neshama went up there when he was in Mount Sinai. That's why he says to all of Am Yisrael, I didn't eat, or I didn't drink, or I didn't do anything for 40 days. What man can do that? Obviously, something changed. The nature of Moshe Rabbeinu changed. So, in reality, the wisest that ever lived, that walked among us, was Moshe Rabbeinu. But the wisest among men was Shlomo HaMelech. Why? Because Shlomo HaMelech was the only one that we compared to us as a man. Moshe Rabbeinu, something different. Something different. So, sometimes you show a person beautiful things like this, show them all types of wonderful things, and they still don't get it. They say, wait a minute, if you have this level of Kedusha like Moshe Rabbeinu, figure out, you probably realize it, right? You probably say, listen guys, don't talk to me that way. I'm Moshe Rabbeinu. You relax when you talk to me. You have a little bit of a chip on your shoulder. But Hashem says, no one that ever lived was as humble as Moshe. What does that mean? When Moshe Rabbeinu saw somebody with tzarat, you know what tzarat is? Tzarat is a physical and a spiritual disease. Physical and spiritual. Spiritual, where the person is in pain constantly. Physical, where body parts are falling off. One day he walks, by the time he got to the store, 3 fingers fell off. By the time he got back, the whole hand is off. Give him a week, he may not survive. One piece at a time, Hashem Yirachem. When Moshe Rabbeinu saw the Baal Tzarat, someone had Tzarat, he says, he's better than me. He's better than me. Here's Baal Tzarat. Oh, he's doing tshuva right now. That's why he's better than me. Moshe Rabbeinu, he's better than me. So we see this is what we had among us. This is the level of Kedusha we had among us. You say, look, this is somebody you want to look up to. Not this Noef, J.C. Penney that looked at girls. They compared it to Hashem Yirachem. So, when you show a person this type of Kedusha in our Torah, normal people say, wow, you know, it's very impressive. Let me find out more. But sometimes a person is so full of tum'ah, so full of sins and impurity, that even after you show him the highest level of Kedusha, it doesn't work. So what works for such people? Usually the only thing that's left, if it's not too late, if it's not gotten to the point where Hashem chafetz lamutato, that Hashem desires to kill them, then the only thing that works is if Hashem's hand is involved, where Hashem hits them. Where they realize that they're literally absolutely nothing after Hashem hits them, and their money is gone, and their health is gone, and their fame is gone, and so on and so forth. All the things they held up as valuable are gone. But sometimes it's too late. Let's all pray that it's not too late for us. Let's all pray that it's not too late for anybody that's part of our nation. That's what we need to pray for.